Hello and welcome to Akashic Astrology. I am Chrisanne. I am going to be doing your Akashic forecast for April of 2026, and Sarah is with us, and she will be doing the astrological forecast for April of 2026. Take it away, Sarah.
Hi, beautiful souls. April isn't about pushing forward. It's about moving with clarity. It's not chaotic or overwhelming, but it is revealing. This is the month where things become undeniable, especially in your relationships, your voice, and the way you use your energy. You're not being rushed into action. You're being asked to see clearly first. Clear about what you feel, clear about what's aligned, and clear about what no longer fits the version of you that's emerging. You're not behind, you're refining. And April supports clarity that leads to intentional movement, not reactive decisions. On April 1st, we have our full moon in Libra. This is a moment of relationship clarity. It's not dramatic, but it's decisive. Something reaches a turning point where avoidance is no longer sustainable. And if it moves forward honestly. So ask yourself, am I collaborating or am I abandoning myself? On April 3rd, Mercury is going to trine Jupiter. So clear the air. Have the conversation that you've been circling, but do it intentionally. Speak from sincerity, not frustration. Honesty now creates stability later on. On April 3rd, Venus is going to square Pluto. So look deeper. What's on the surface isn't the full story. Your body will register truth before your mind does. So trust that. On April 5th, the Sun is going to square Jupiter. Our frustration rises, especially when you silence yourself to keep the peace. Notice where you've been shrinking your direction, and your voice deserves space. On April 8th, Mars is going to sextile Uranus. Restlessness is information. If something feels stagnant, shift it and do it consciously. New perspectives create movement. On April 9th, Mars is going to enter the sign of Aries. Our momentum builds. You feel clearer, sharper, and ready to initiate. So advocate for yourself, but stay grounded in your power. On April 13th, Mars is going to conjunct Neptune. Inspired action feels magnetic, but don't rush it. Our vision needs structure. Also on the 13th, Venus is going to sextile Jupiter. Connections soften. Support is available, so let yourself receive what's already working. On April 14th, Mercury is going to sextile Uranus. Fresh insight breaks through, and old problems reveal new solutions. And later that same day, Mercury is going to then enter the sign of Aries. Your thinking is going to sharpen, but pause before acting on every idea. Our clarity needs direction. On the 16th, the Sun is going to conjunct Chiron. Old wounds are going to surface, not to set you back, but to be seen differently. This is self compassion, not pressure. Also on the 16th, Mars is going to sextile Pluto. Focused power. When you're clear, your momentum builds cleanly. Also on the 16th, Mercury is going to conjunct Neptune. Mental fog is possible. Not everything needs a response, so step back and let clarity settle. On the 17th, we have our new moon in Aries. This is a clean beginning. It's not reactive, it's not performative, but it's aligned. So start something that feels like you. On the 18th, Mercury will sextile Pluto. Insight deepens. You can see what's real now, so speak with intention. On the 19th, Mars will conjunct Saturn. Courage meets discipline, so move forward, but with a plan. Patience strengthens momentum. On April 19th, the Sun will enter the sign of Taurus. Slow down. Refine what you started. Stability matters now. On the 20th, Mercury is going to conjunct Saturn and Mars. Your words carry weight, so speak clearly, but not sharply. Confidence is high, but so is intensity, so balance both of them. On the 23rd, Venus is going to conjunct Uranus. There's unexpected shifts in relationships. So before reacting, ask, is this clarity or is it adrenaline? On the 24th, Venus is going to enter Gemini. Lightness returns. Curiosity, conversation, and connection. Keep it playful, but honest. On April 25th, the Sun is going to square Pluto. Power dynamics are going to start to surface. Avoidance won't resolve this, so address it directly. On the 25th, Uranus is going to enter the sign of Gemini. This is a long term shift that's beginning. Our communication is going to start to evolve, so stay adaptable. On April 26th, Venus is going to sextile Neptune. It's creative. Romantic energy is going to start to flow. So enjoy it, but stay grounded in reality. Also on the 26th, Mercury is going to square Jupiter. Our big ideas need structure, so run them through something practical. And on the 28th, Venus is going to trine Pluto. This is magnetic connection. Depth is available, but honesty is required. So April isn't fast, it's clarifying. You are seeing more clearly, honestly, and moving more intentionally. You are not scrambling, you are refining your direction. So this month teaches you that clarity needs momentum, honesty creates stability, discernment creates alignment, and intentional action creates lasting results. So let insight come before action. Let truth guide your decisions, and let your next step come from alignment, not urgency. You're not becoming someone new, you're becoming more aware, more honest, and intentional. And that's where real transformation begins. And now I'll pass it to Chrisanne, who will open the Akashic records and share a transmission for this month's energy.
Hello, and thank you, Sarah. We are going to be looking at what's in store for April of 2026, and I'm using the Mystic Art Medicine cards. So let's see what the cards say is coming down the pike for us. So I tap my cards 3 times, I tap my cards 3 times. Let me pull 3 cards, and then we're going to talk about them. So we have the awakening card, much like what Sarah was saying. This is going to be an awakening for all of us about what is our reality. You know, having this awakening is recognizing what is in us. What have we remembered from past lives? What did we learn from a past life? And it's coming to us in this life. When this awakening happens, it's a remembering of who we are and what it is that we need to do going forward. The next card that we have is the card of devotion. When the devotion card comes up, it talks about leading with your heart, knowing with your heart, but leading with your heart, being all in for what it is that you need to do. And when we have the awakening card with the devotion, knowing who we are and being all in for that. And the last card, oh, super great card for this month. We have the card of activation. Not only are we going to remember what we already know, what we learned in a past life, we are going to be all in for that. But our powers, our abilities to be who we are, our power to be what makes us special is going to be activated this month. That means this is going to be a really super powerful month for us. Taking back your power, owning who you are, activating who you are, leading with your heart because you know your heart is giving you true and honest answers. I'm moving to the predictions deck now. I am loving what these cards are saying. This is all about us recognizing who we are, what we need to do. This is the start of our new path, our new life's path. What we have been doing thus far has been preparing us for this, but this is the start of actually doing what it is that we need to do. So moving on to the predictions deck. This is say you're going to get reward for the effort that you have put in, and you've put in a lot of effort. Be brave so you can deal with what's coming. Just because it's your life path doesn't mean it's easy. And just because it's what we have learned thus far doesn't mean that's going to come simple, easy, with no effort for us. The next card is changing direction. Perfect for what we're talking about. What we have been doing has been preparing us for where we're going. And when that changing of direction card comes in, it's saying what you've been doing hasn't necessarily been working. So we're going to be moving you into this new direction so you can enjoy, treat yourself for all the effort that you have put in, but don't forget to be open to receive all the wonderful things that are coming for us this month. I am super excited about this month. Not only is it my birthday month, but also it's going to be a great month for everybody. Not just me, but it's good. I'm sharing it with all of us. So it's a great month for all of us to recognize the hard work that we have put in thus far so we can do what we need to do going forward. That card that comes up and it says be open to receive, just because you do wonderful things for everybody else doesn't mean you can't receive the wonderful things. And sometimes we need that reminder of saying, have your heart open for everybody else, but don't forget to have that heart opened for you as well. I think this is going to be a wonderful month. Finally, we're going to be seeing some change, some momentum in the positive for us. And I think that's going to be a wonderful thing for us going forward. Be sure to check out the information that's linked in the YouTube videos in the description box for both of our websites and our contact information. If you'd like to get a reading with Sarah, check out her website. If you'd like to get a reading with me, check out my website. Lots of fun information there. But check out the contact information. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Subscribe to both of our channels, give us thumbs up, share our videos because that helps us out. And thanks so much. Have a wonderful month. Take care and be free.